Hi there, I'm Kieno Kammies. I'm a media entrepreneur and I'm in love, and I mean this, with the RØDECaster Pro. And I'll tell you why. Hi, I'm Kieno Kammies and I've been a broadcaster for the last 27 years and recently decided to retire. Why? Well, the pandemic was just a great time to try and do my own thing. A lot of people are going digital, and I really think it's the future. I think bricks and mortar media certainly have their work cut out for them. I've, as a result, launched DisruptionMonitor.com. Now, Disruption Monitor is a storytelling platform. It's a media platform that tells granular stories of disruption and innovation globally. I'm also the co-founder of Innovation City, along with the founder of Travel Start, Stefan Ekberg. We've launched this facility to get businesses, startups, scale-ups to collaborate when it comes to innovation. So that's really who I am, what I'm doing at the moment. I needed equipment, because it's one thing being a broadcaster, having all these big expensive desks that cost you hundreds of thousands of rands, and then you decide, okay, we need to do something digitally, we need to make sure that it's compact, we need to make sure that we can travel with it, the quality is great, and that it gives me the functionality that I would have had out of a radio studio. And it was during the pandemic, as a matter of fact, when I was chatting to my mate Wackhead. He is a broadcaster doing a radio show right here in Cape Town in South Africa. And he told me about his RØDECaster Pro. And I said to myself, oh, that's brilliant. I better give that a go. And I've never looked back. I've never looked back. And the setup's just phenomenal. So why do I like the RØDECaster Pro? Let me tell you very quickly. It does everything that you need in one very beautiful, neat, and easy to use box. So, for example, if I need to do interviews, traditionally I'd have to have a massive setup and try and, as they say, MacGyver things in order to get the interview going. I can do that straight out of the RØDECaster Pro. All I can do is I just take my mobile phone, I can either Bluetooth it or I connect via cable, and I'm able to have that conversation as I would have had a conversation in my talk show host when I used to work on the talk radio scene in South Africa. So that's the one thing. Aesthetically, it looks good, but the sound quality coming out of Rode is just absolutely phenomenal. And it pairs very nicely. I look at the RE27, but I look at those pod mics and I listen to the sound quality. It is warm, it is engaging, and it certainly is on par with some of the best mics out there. Another reason why I like all of this is the processing that takes place. I mean, this thing's got an Apex. I mean, if you have a look at it, you'll have a look. It says Class A servo biased preamps. I have no clue what that means, but I'm told it's really cool. And then it's got an Apex on board. Now, whatever that does, right, it just brings out the best quality in your sound. Because if you're doing these things, other than video, sound is king. And that is what I love about the full package that Rode puts together. So all in all, when I think about what Rode offers me as an entrepreneur, as a media owner, is ease of use. I have this beautiful desk in front of me. Everything's accessible. It is one very, very short reach away. So whether it's keeping my mics up, dropping my mics, just pre-listening to audio, it's all there. Your pre-fade listen. A lot of desks don't come out with that. Not as easy to use. You can pre-fade listen while something's going live, and it doesn't get added to your recording, for example, which ends up being a headache if you don't have this type of setup. I can also monitor my guests' audio levels. I can bring in Zoom audio if I like, plus telephone audio in the same desk, right? I did mention the sound pads, but everything is here. It integrates, and it's very, very simple to use. And I've got to tell you, it's been an absolute pleasure starting to put my Disruption Monitor interviews together. because number one, when I set it up, it takes literally a couple of minutes once you get used to what needs to be going where, and everything's integrated. So it helps me in post. I'm not having to try and figure out how to work miracles in order to make it sound good. So that in a nutshell is why I absolutely love the Rode setup.